Cash Color Canvas, a high level of conversation on LiveHipHopDaily.tv. I have my guest in the building. Are you done chewing?
I'm done.
All right. It's like, I swear, why is it I feel like a high school principal all the time with you guests?
And I did take a PR training, so I should.
It's all good. Please introduce yourselves.
So I'm Akia McKnight. I'm a writer and producer here in Atlanta, and I'm the creator of District Queen.
All right.
I am Zell Gaiman. I am a director, writer, overall filmmaker, and I am the director and writer of District Queen.
All right, that's what's up, man. So, for those who don't know, can y'all explain your backgrounds a little bit more? Because I definitely know yours, but I definitely want to learn a little bit more about Zell's before we start speaking really about District Queen.
Okay. Well, I'm originally from Buffalo, New York.
All right.
I did not go to school for this at all. I kind of just like.
Does anybody really go to school for like film or production?
I don't think so. I think
most people don't.
You got a passion for it.
Oh, okay.
I graduated college though, just not for.
That's why you relate to Kanye. You a college dropout.
I graduated college, FYI.
Yeah. I got a comm degree. I don't use it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I feel you. I got one too. It's not. I feel like that's something else that I didn't necessarily need to go to college for.
Man, I swear I only went to school because of my mother.
Let me tell you something. My mom is mad to this moment. I'm 6 credits short of my degree.
Oh, you should have got that 6.
Make her happy, man.
Let me tell you.
Take an online class. You be done.
I really should because I keep telling my nephew about graduating. But I literally was like, yo, I know for a fact I could just go right now, and I did. So.
Man, go make your mama proud, man.
She proud of me, bro. What you say? No, I'm playing. My mama like me. She love me, matter of fact, like me. All right, so that's what's up. So you got that. And who are you?
I'm Akia, like I said. I'm originally from Bridgeport, Connecticut. I've been in Atlanta for 2 years now. Like I said, I'm a writer, producer. I work in the film industry.
Create dope projects yourself.
Yeah, create a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, last year you were here. We were talking about depression. Matter of fact, we were talking mental health, man.
Mental health month.
Yeah, and it's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yeah.
So we did come for that.
Yeah, you did come for that. And it was hella cool, man. And now you have a new project. It's called District Queen. I got a chance to preview the first 3 episodes early.
See, VIP.
Yeah, VIP. I missed it. I was trying to be there for the actual event. The event looked beautiful, matter of fact. Yeah, I tried to be there for the actual live episode of it, but I couldn't. So thank you for letting me hear the show first. And I was blown away. Like I said, when I first heard the first 3. The content was dope. Like, I'll be honest with you, I'm sitting there like, I didn't know they was gonna go this far, but that's cool. I think you took it right to a right place before. You know what I mean? Like it hits that line before it becomes like over, just over the top with it.
Right.
But I'm gonna let y'all explain it more. Explain to us what District Queen is.
You want to know that?
Yeah. Well, District Queen is about a young lady who's kind of bored with life. She's kind of just running the mill of life, just going to work, coming home. Yeah. And that's about
watching Golden Girls. And
that's about it. But she see this dude every day. Like, she's a flight attendant. Yeah. So she sees this guy in the airport all the time, like this man of her dreams. And one day she, actually Veronica, her best friend, actually mustered the courage to kind of set her out.
Yo, Veronica is a G in this whole situation.
Yeah,
to be
she
honest
is.
with you.
And like, little does she know, like, she believes he runs like a concierge service or something like this, and little does she know that his mother's like runs like the biggest escort service in America. So,
Not only
that's the twist, guys.
Yo, that's the twist, and the fact that so the concierge service, right, is run by my man Namdi. Namdi is the man of Margot's dreams. Right. So Namdi is I don't even know really what his position is. I would have quit his job so long ago. Like I'm listening to this and I'm like, bro, I don't know how much more you could take of any of this. And I'm somebody who I feel like can do a whole lot of things. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like I honestly feel like I could do a whole lot of things. I'm kind of blind to what people like to do. You know what I mean? Like that's your preference. Do your thing. But I'm listening to some of the stuff he had to do, and I'm like, I don't get it. I would have been quit that job. Man. Mom, you can't employ me this long doing all this.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, as you keep listening to the series, you'll see that he's doing it for a reason. And he has an exit plan, so he's doing it for a reason.
Yeah, my exit plan would have been, oh man, I can't deal with this. Like the very first episode, I'm listening and I'm like, bro, I don't get it. Like I'd have been out. But so where did the concept of District Queen come from?
So I had an idea to do a scripted podcast in 2016, and I was like, oh, what can we do that's like kind of like provocative, and because it's audio storytelling, it has to be something that's really interesting because most people don't sit and listen to a story. So I figured it had to be something really, really exciting and sexy and drama and all these different things. So I actually knew a girl who was a madam in real life, and I always thought her life was interesting. I thought what she did was very bold. I wanted to know more about what she did, so I would poke around and figure out what she did more. And then I had brought the idea to Zell, and he actually had known someone that had got trafficked.
Yeah, one of my best friends.
Really?
Yeah, my best friends back home. Yeah, she definitely got into trafficking.
Oh man.
Yeah. So we kind of like combined like those stories together and kind of made a whole new storyline. And I'm like obsessed with people from London, and then I know that here in Atlanta it's a very like huge culture of like African people. Like straight from Africa, and I find that it's this weird connection that a lot of American women have with African men. So I wanted to like add that in there as well.
Okay. So. All right, and because I wanted to talk about also the characters, Margot and Namdi. Like, so were they composites of like real people, or did y'all pull this out of the air?
They wasn't real people.
Yeah, they wasn't real people. No, they were like, we just went to our imagination.
Yeah, definitely. I just when she gave me the whole African, possibly British thing, I just saw Idris Elba. Like, all right, cool. That's what I'm going to write this guy to look like.
Yeah.
Like this black man that every woman loves, and and Margot was just a fictional. We just came up with.
Yeah.
She didn't sound fictional to me. You know what part did sound fictional to me? When Namdi and Margot was at the house, and he basically stayed over that night. And all they did was drink tea. I was like, in what world, dog? In what world does that ever happen? What world,
that
man?
happened to me before in real life, but I didn't give him that storyline. He wrote that.
Yeah.
That's a lot of tea.
Yeah.
That's a lot of tea.
I love tea too, so that was like,
bruh,
I like tea.
That's my own little, thumbprint on it.
I'm listening to it. Matter of fact, I was listening to it, and I thought to myself, how many times y'all go to the bathroom? Like, that's 4 drinks. Like, I don't know, man. That's just a lot of tea, man.
Yeah. I mean, British people love tea too.
So. Yo, that's a fact. That's a fact. District Queen is definitely a sexy drama, and I'm gonna emphasize the word sex. It's definitely a lot of that going in there. I mean, of course, we're talking about madams and prostitution. You're talking about things like that. You definitely have to be a mature person to listen to it. When y'all were coming up with these concepts and writing them down, having to recite them out loud, how many times did you have to break out laughing as you're hearing some of the stuff that you're hearing?
I don't.
Well, for me, being the one who really sat in the dark and did it all, I'm a very visual writer.
Yeah.
And I definitely I act out every character as I write just to see what it sounds like. I definitely laughed a few times. That kind of helps. My bad.
I'm literally laughing because I'm thinking how when Jay heard that scene from scene 4. I'm trying to think of you saying that out loud.
Bro, gotta say it out loud. I gotta say every single part.
Yeah,
every single part.
It was,
man, because you got to hear what it sounds like. So before you can get people to read it, you got to be comfortable writing it down.
So you legitimately said out loud, take it out and put it in your mouth.
Yeah, you got to.
That's hilarious, dog. That was so funny to me.
It was so crazy because every time he would finish an episode, he'd have to send it to me, and I have to give him notes. And I would read it. I was like, oh, I don't know if we could do this. This is too far. He's like, no, trust me, it's gonna work. I'm like, okay, if you say so.
When I say I don't blush that often. Yeah, but I'm walking down the street and I heard that part.
Yeah.
And old girl said, yo, take it out your ass and put it in your mouth. And my man said, okay. And then I'm like, all right, again, I'm not all the way like blown away. Somewhere in the room, somebody else comes because I'm like, there's now 2 dildos here.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I don't know how we got this far. I don't know how we got this far so fast, and now Namdi's here too. But all this just happened real quick in 9 minutes, man.
You got to get to the point.
Yeah,
you gotta get to the point. Y'all got to the point quick, boy. So so you had to read all that.
Yeah, and and I'm a very meticulous writer because I'm gonna write it like a bunch of times over.
Oh,
like,
bro,
I will rewrite the script like.
You did a good job. You definitely brought it to life. Because I remember I was sitting here like. I actually turned the volume down at one point because I didn't want people to know what I was. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
almost like you watching porn in your house. You know what I'm saying? Like
headphones experience.
It's definitely that. It's definitely that because you can shock somebody if you just
definitely can.
As I did earlier today. If you just play it out loud and they're not used to hearing some chick fucking a dude. You know what I mean?
Like certain family members, they're like, "Oh, where's your podcast?" Oh, don't worry.
Exactly.
My parents cannot hear this at all. They're not allowed to
Sorry,
listen.
Grams. Yeah, he can't listen.
The thing about Margot is Margot has a pretty decent background. You know what I mean? Like you know, she her mother was into politics. She's talking about possibly even running for governor in episode 4. It's so crazy that she went from this point. Like, I guess without giving away too much of the story, because I know we're only at episode 4. How does she eventually actually find herself into the world of being a madam?
Well, the first season is kind of like that's without giving out away too much. She still isn't all the way in by the time the season's end. Really? Yeah. And like with her background or whatever, we as the series progresses, we meet her mother, we meet her father, and kind of delve into, you know, what's going on. Namdi's trying to get out or whatever the case may be. Yeah. And it's kind of something that leads to us like, okay, cool, or this is how she's going to end up getting into it.
Hey, speaking of Namdi real quick, I'm from Boston. I didn't like how
I'm a Bills fan.
boldly he said, I don't, like how bold that was, bro. Like, I just left the city last week. Like, bro, that hurt my feelings, man.
And I got no love.
I mean, we all from the up north.
All love. Understand, I heard a scene where a guy got fucked by 2 dildos, and that didn't offend me as much as I heard the way you said I'm not from Boston. Like, that offended me way more than that.
Yeah, one of my best friends, she's from Boston. She's like, dude, you always coming from Boston. I'm like, I hate Tom Brady.
Right.
Hey, it's not my fault we keep winning.
I know, man.
When Buffalo wins something last.
I'm jealous, that's all.
Actually, never. Have y'all never won?
Never won.
You know what? You got to applaud a team for at least going 4 times. I mean, I know that sounds like a bad thing, but how many teams have never been ever?
Right.
Yeah.
So congratulations, y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all came in second 4 straight times. Depressing. That's what's up, man. So the actors did an amazing job. Like, how did y'all find the talent for the project?
Well, we pretty much we kind of in our mind had handpicked Margot, and
we knew who she was.
I thought it was you for the longest.
Me?
Yeah, I swore that was you.
No,
I swore. Did you narrate it?
No.
Yeah, I swore that was you.
So the same girl that's
second reason why that blew my mind. I was like, oh no, this cannot be a kid.
So Margot and the narrator, which is her future self, Queen, it's the same girl. She just changes her voice.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
But yeah, we handpicked them, and then there were a couple that tried out, but mostly people that we knew.
Yeah, most people we knew. We worked together on other projects before.
Oh, so you hired people you knew for this?
Always.
We always do that.
Always. I won't ever work without her. Ever.
I'm gonna put that on a sticky note because there's a reporter here in District Queen. We start off with a reporter.
Yeah.
Y'all know me.
I
didn't know you. I just met you.
Yeah, she do.
No.
She know me.
I knew you, but we wanted it to be a woman reporter at that point. So there's always season 2.
That sounds like sexism.
It definitely is.
That sounds like a lawsuit.
But no, I wanted to go back a little bit only because we wanted to make sure that Margot's character wasn't like the typical, the black girl that grows up without a mom or a dad and ends up, becoming a madam. We was like, we didn't want that to happen because in real life, it's not always the people that grow up rough. It's the people that grow up with what you think is a perfect family, but they have their own set of problems within the family. And you'll see the problems that she has with her parents later.
Okay.
You infuse like little things, like up to this point, there's a time where you hear Veronica play chess. And that's nothing you really associate with somebody of her character. Like, you would assume that Veronica plays chess.
I love Veronica.
And she was kicking dude ass in chess.
I love Veronica.
You just try to put little things that people don't really,
have you ever seen Just Another Girl on the IRT?
Yes.
She sounded like old homegirls. She sounded like the dark skinned chick. She sounded like her in the film. Like, I kept feeling like it was her being that voice.
That's one of my favorite films, actually.
That was hilarious. But I love Veronica. Like, that
favorite character.
Yeah, hands
Shout
down.
out to Toya.
Yeah. Hands down, my favorite character. Because I feel like she's one of them people you just know.
And
you know what I mean?
Like, behind the scenes note, in my mind, I kept saying, I was like, I don't know if she could pull this off because, like, she has a really, really tough, like, Baltimore accent.
Yeah, she did.
And I wanted the girl to be more from Atlanta, but then he was like, nah, Toya could do it. She could do it. And I'm like, I know Toya's a great actress, but I was looking for that like Atlanta accent. And then we made Toya audition. I was like, you won, Zell. Like Toya getting it.
Yeah, that was funny, man. She was very good. She plays a good role as far as
she does
the being the exact opposite of Margot.
Right.
Man, oh man.
And she's really actually smart.
Very smart. That's another thing. Like you would just associate with her tone as being some ratchet character.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, it's so many layers to her. Like, you know, she's very intelligent. You know.
Hey, Andre 3000 said it. Everybody with dreads ain't for the cause. Like everybody with goals ain't for the fall.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that was interesting. I do like her character a lot. Are there any plans to actually take District Queen from audio to actually a visual form?
I want to. He doesn't want to.
I don't want to.
He don't want to.
I feel like the atmosphere that we paint for District Queen, it makes it visual. You see all these characters.
You right,
anyway,
you right,
so
you right,
like,
bro. Because
I feel like it's so much more with not knowing exactly what they look like, exactly who they are. People are putting themselves in this position. Like I just feel like the world is so much broader if you don't know.
Bro, I'm already imagining that. Yeah, some of the scenes that I heard, there's no way you can actually do them without making it seem like just real over the top. Like it would look crazy.
Right.
Or they make it real corny.
That part too. That part too. Like I just want y'all to be as shocked as I was. You know what I mean? Like just really walk into that.
Right. And I believe even with the shocking moments, it's done in good taste. Yeah. Like it's
not
a whole. It's not a whole. Like the whole episode is not something crazy.
Yeah.
No, and that's the best part. You know, I like things like that. One is one of them things, like you say, it's not right there in your face the whole entire time. There's a lead up. Like side note, you know, I was telling them off air that I had a dream of directing a porn. You know what I mean? I said one day I want that to be something that has like a real storyline, like, you know what I mean, like something that's like you would actually want to watch. You know what I mean? And I felt like, not like y'all was a porn, but I felt like it was that. It was something that it gave you something to think about before they hit you with the sex, and then now the sex just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just not two people having sex.
It's just provocative. It's not like, you know, porn.
You know what? That should be the title of this. It's just not two people having sex. Like they break down District Queen. Oh, shh. They break down District Queen tonight, man. All right, so you're not trying to take it film wise. I feel you.
I think we should just continue. After like thinking about it and, you know, kind of listening to what Zell was saying, I think we should just keep doing the seasons, keep going, because scripted podcasts, we're a little bit ahead of the trend. Yeah. So if we continue to keep going, I think it'll be a really good
scripted podcast. I was trying to think of a way to put y'all in a category, because I knew about not Making of a Murder. Was it Making of a Murder? That started off as a podcast. Making of a serial killer.
Serial, yes.
That started off as that, and so I didn't really know how to categorize it. That was the only thing I could really think of that could remind me of it.
There's Fruit by Issa Rae. There's Bronzeville, who was produced by Lorenz Tate.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch of like scripted
podcasts. I had no idea.
I'm a podcast fanatic, so I knew.
Do you subscribe to the Cash Color Canvas podcast?
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you. Do you subscribe to Live Hip Hop Daily? Matter of fact, we have 24-hour news channel.
Well, that one I haven't yet, but I will.
Facts.
My man has a show called Big Bowl's Pause. It's about cereal.
I've heard of that one.
Have you?
Yes.
Do you like cereal?
I do.
I love
you a cereal person?
I love cereal.
After the show, you'll have to leave immediately and get away from me, man. I hate cereal. I hate the concept of cereal. I think it's over.
Cereal is good with my almond milk.
Cereal good.
Listen to this. Listen to this.
I love cereal,
almond
man.
Milk.
Bro, I say, yo, keep your... team no cereal. I'm straight with that. Every once in a while I send my man memes about cereal. That's how much I'm just trying to help you be a better person. I can care less about cereal. He knows this. I'm just trying to help y'all be a better show. I hate cereal. Hate everything about it, man. So what's next from the two of you? Like what can we see y'all work on?
Well, on the 21st, I have a short film coming out on Amazon Prime called Bone Deep.
Okay.
It's about 4 women who rob a bank and only 3 make it back to the safe house. So the other 3 got to decipher what they're going to do with the girl that's in the wind.
It's really good.
That comes out. We got into some film festivals.
Okay.
You know, so it was pretty cool. I like it a lot. Some of the characters that are in District Queen. In the summer, I got a 3-part miniseries coming out called Drift. It's about a female who loses her lover suddenly, and she basically goes crazy. Like she started killing folks and all that. So she had to keep changing her identity.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So that's what I got coming up on the horizon.
For me, I just produced like an inspirational film, so that's coming out on May 20th is the screening. It's called Daddy's Home. And then I'm producing another short right now. I'm shooting the 12th of May. And that's kind of like a supernatural film. And then I'm pitching.
Really?
Yeah, it's supernatural. Yeah. And I'm pitching a pilot for my short film that I did last year. So I'm just constantly like producing and writing more stuff.
I applaud you.
We're working on more stuff together.
I genuinely like you, and definitely I like you too as well. But I genuinely like you because I feel like you have a producer's mind. Like when she sat down, she literally asked how much the mics cost.
Yeah, I need to know.
I like that, man. I like people like that. I think like that. Like how much did this cost? I wonder how much that runs.
I mean, and I kind of like fell into producing on accident because I was a writer first, and then I had nobody to produce my stuff, and then I'm like, oh, I actually like producing, so I might want to do writing and producing.
She's great at it.
Yeah, you really are. I wanted to ask your advice about a concept I had for us. I wanted to do a short or possibly a web series about Live Hip Hop Daily, and my the thing I was trying to target was WKRP in Cincinnati. You know what I mean? I felt like it was a show about a radio. It was a show about a radio station. It had all these like weird, quirky personalities, and I felt like this is totally us. So I want to do that. Herb, I wanted to throw that out there to you right now.
That's a good idea. I think a web series though.
Yeah, I think we should do a web series, man.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm not gonna be in it. Like I'll have somebody play Mecca. Like I don't like.
Yeah, right. You kind of
you kind of let it like it was gonna be you.
Yeah, I mean everybody else could be them. Like we could find a me. Like E, you want to play me? Get the scruffy beard.
Right.
I tell you what, yeah, right. Nah, you know what? I would play myself. I would do that.
Yeah, I think you have a actor's little vibe. I think you'd be okay.
You think I could be an actor? Herb, you think I could act?
I think you can act.
I don't know. Hey, wait. Ask E how well I can act. I act like I like cereal on that episode. And that episode, I didn't even know we were about to eat cereal. He just said, "Can you be on my show?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dog. What you mean?" Next thing you know, we eating cereal, and I'm faking it like I'm making it, boy. But I hate cereal. I hate cereal. Now that's what's up, man. So I'm definitely proud of the series. So you say this is season 1. So when can we expect season 2?
Well, we're gonna get back into the writer's room probably this summer, and we're gonna also bring in other writers because there's so many characters and storylines. We want to start to like operate how they do in Hollywood. Writer's room.
You have to get somebody in there who's Boston friendly because I do not like the fact you just kind of jumped out there like about my city, bro.
It happens.
I mean, Boston is its own little place. I'm from Connecticut, so I'm right next to
I was
Boston.
about to say, yeah, you from Bridgeport, man. Like,
yeah, but I'm from. It ain't like Boston.
That's what I'm saying. What you mean? Like, look, I'm gonna have to take y'all to the bean. I hate when people do that. You know?
I've been there plenty of times.
I've been to Boston. It's definitely a beautiful city.
Yeah, but we got shitty parts too. Like people love bragging about how bad they cities are. We got some. I lived in one.
Y'all do. Y'all really do.
I lived in one. I was walking down the street. Matter of fact, when I was in Boston last week, I'm walking down the street and I'm so blown away by the fact I see white people in the neighborhood.
Right.
And I saw these white people actually looking for an apartment. And I'm like, I'm telling my brother, we used to call that shit the castles because everybody used to trap out of there. And I'm like, now white people just live there. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they probably have like an Airbnb, you know what I'm saying, situation ready to go.
That's where you should be owning property at.
I feel you. Now, actually, now it's kind of expensive now, but I do want to start picking up. I want to have a studio like this. Like I want to eventually get a studio space.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. So I'm definitely proud of what y'all doing. If somebody wanted to check out District Queen, where can they go find it?
They can find it on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Podomatic.
Okay.
So just search District Queen and it'll pop right up.
All right, and episode 4 is up right now. When did the episodes go up?
So
every Tuesday, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I feel a type of way about that too. So what y'all battling me?
Nah, man.
I'm just
no.
You go on at 9.
True. I'm just saying, like, don't capture people early. No. I know what I'm saying. Don't get people caught up early on something else, and then they forget that at 9 o'clock.
Well, it's different. We have a scripted. Yours is live talk, so they have 2 different genres.
Right. Oh, true.
See?
True. That's why
I ain't forget about you.
That's why she's the producer. Really? I'll shut up. That's why she's a producer, man. That's why she's a producer.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate both of y'all for coming through tonight. I had actually played this. Matter of fact, I'll play it now that we got Kimmy and C in the building. And, definitely. Hey, Kelby's, I see the Canics over there. I'm gonna play it for y'all so y'all can actually kind of hear episode 4. But after episode 4, I need y'all to go back and watch and listen to episodes 1 through 3. Like she said, they're on Apple, SoundCloud, Podmatic.
Yes.
Definitely support a hustler and support what they got going on here with District Queens. I definitely think it's a solid project, and I can't wait to hear the next couple of seasons.
Thank you.
No problem. No, thanks for coming through. That's Cash Color Canvas Podcast, a high level of conversation on LiveHipHopDaily.tv. Actually, before I fade out, this month we actually have a weird coincidence happen. Like I literally did not plan it to happen that way, but we have a month where we have nothing but women guests.
That's
coming
the best
through.
guest to have.
Yeah, really, bro.
Yes, Zell supports women.
Let me tell you something. It happened, and it happened because
So
of
much
you.
better than men.
When you said that you could do this day, when you said you could do on May 1st, I planned everything else around your storyline. You know what I'm saying? I felt like, so she does this, I need somebody to be another contrast. And then before you know it, everybody I started picking just kind of fell in line. They just happen to all be women. You know what I'm saying? That and it ends with Shay Lawson at the end of the month coming through talking about law. And next week we got a mother and daughter grow team coming through, and I'm ready.
Wow.
I'm seriously ready for that because this has been a long time coming. We gonna come through. I told him, yo, definitely see if you could bring plants. Like I'd love to see, some live stuff. Don't get arrested, you know what I'm saying? But definitely see if you could bring something. And don't forget March 29th. May 29th. Shannara Butler's coming through, and we gonna shut down. We literally got to shut down. Like I gotta get security for Shannara. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how many people she literally brings out. But Shannara's gonna be here for a UGQ pop up, and we're gonna talk about Pimp C, her late husband, and a whole lot more.
Oh, wow. Shout out to that. That's big.
Dope.
Yeah,
I love Pimp C.
Definitely if y'all around, not doing District Queen stuff, y'all should come through.
I think I'm gonna come.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, so that's Cash Color Canvas, a high level of conversation. Definitely get the Live Hip Hop Daily app. Search for that on the Google Play and Apple what is it, Apple Music Store? What does Apple
Google
have?
Play.
iTunes. There you go. As you know, I'm not an Apple person either. On iTunes, and download that, and as well subscribe to Cash Color Canvas Podcast on Google Play, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, or wherever you stream podcasts that's not on Tidal, because Tidal don't got us just yet. That's Cash Color Canvas, a high level of conversation on LiveHipHopDaily.tv. We out.
We done?